It worked. The USB drive is now plugged in and the back door is open.
The file is camouflaged as a normal XD chart update. I made sure it looked really legitimate. Logo, layout, sender's email address, everything.
Okay, excellent job, Veronica. That's even better. All right, I think we got what we want.
He just did what he thought was common procedure.
Uh-oh. Bad practice. Breaking in shouldn't be that easy.
Cybercrime is a rapidly growing threat to almost all aspects of modern life, and the shipping and offshore industries are no exception. Prior to the digital era, safety of the ship was primarily measured by seaworthiness and physical integrity. Today's fleet, however, with the growing complexity and services provided from shoreside networks via the internet, onboard systems are increasingly vulnerable to cyber attacks. Safety of the ship has entered a new dimension. As the global maritime community, ports, vessels, and facilities are increasingly connected to and dependent on computer systems, the consequences of a cyber incident can be significant. A recent survey revealed that over 50% of all shipping companies worldwide have already fallen victim to various cyber attacks, a trend that is rapidly growing. Cyber attacks and cyber spying can be performed by almost anyone, as many of the hacker tools are readily available on the internet. So cybersecurity is much more than a simple technical fix that solves all problems. It is just as much a question of culture and attitude as it is technology. It should therefore be a core part of any business, and successful strategies will require changes to organizational structures and mindsets of all seafarers. One of the most common forms of cybercrime is social engineering, which is the art of manipulating people into revealing confidential information that can be used to gain unauthorized access to personal or company systems.
Okay, time to go fishing.
All right. So we prepared some fake emails for the rest of the crew, sent from the shipping company, asking them to verify critical information like usernames and passwords and bank information.
All marked as urgent, of course.
Perfect. Phishing emails are, as always, top-notch. Let's just hope no one looks too closely at where they lead.
So-called phishing emails is a widely used method, asking you to click on a link, and because the email seems to come from a trusted source, you follow the instructions provided. If the spelling is dodgy, it's a true sign of a fake, and you will probably react to it. But today, hackers are becoming more and more sophisticated, and by the time you realize that something is wrong, it is usually too late. Your information, be it usernames, passwords, personal ID, credit card information, or even bank account details, is collected and may be sold to the highest bidder on the dark web, or they use it themselves in targeted attacks.
And as an alternative to emails, we can use almost any kind of mobile device.
Like tablets and smartphones. And if a phone that we have infected is plugged into a company computer for charging, it's enough for us to get in.
An easy mistake to make. Impressive.
Smartphones, USB sticks, portable hard drives, and memory cards can all be used to smuggle malware and viruses past physical barriers and firewall-protected networks.
The phone was just plugged into a computer on the bridge network. I'll do a quick port scan and see if I can use some default login credentials to access some critical systems.
The aim of the malicious code can vary from silently monitoring data to actively tampering with systems to cause harm.
Okay, we're on a roll. Any other systems we can access?
I've also detected an open wireless router connected to the Satcom network. They're probably using it to download computer games or stream movies or something.
Connecting personal devices to networks reserved for operational equipment is a major security risk, as it leaves a gaping hole in an otherwise tightly secured system.
the operating system on that computer hasn't been updated for ages and contains more security holes than a Swiss cheese.
Ha! Took me less than 10 seconds to get access to their webcam. I used a generic hack that has been around since I was in high school.
Now, let's see if you can whip up a surprise for these guys later on.
Okay guys, have fun while it lasts.
And now, the final showdown.
I have a few scripts prepared. Should I try my ghost ship program?
Now, according to the AIS, the ship should be in open waters, so I think we can safely have some fun on their behalf. Go ahead. And if you could access any webcams on the bridge, that would be great to see.
Okay, so I've got access to the CCTV on the bridge wing and the audio from the VDR. Here you go.
John, there's something wrong with the Ectis. 2 ships, nothing on the radar.
Is there any visual?
Can't see anything.
There's no visual. Must be something wrong with Ectis then.
This is just incredible. Now let's slow down the propulsion.
We're losing speed. What's going on here?
There's something wrong with the IS system. So we can go into manual then.
Still no response.
Seemingly small human errors can have large consequences. The navigation system can also be manipulated by electronic GPS spoofing devices, sending incorrect GPS signals, telling you that you are in a different position than what is actually the case. This type of attack doesn't require access to the vessel's network or internal systems. Ransomware encrypt files on a computer and demand that you pay to unlock your files. Once the malicious software has infected one computer, be it a personal or company computer, it may spread to others connected to the same network, quickly making it impossible to perform common tasks.
Shit, the battery. Oh, we're hacked.
Okay, well done guys. Show's over. Let the ship know it was a drill.
We are not real hackers. This was a penetration drill. But it could have been people with the wrong intentions deciding to perform an attack on the ship you are sailing on.
And that is why we ran this drill. That is why we run any kind of drill. We need to learn to identify, understand, and manage the cyber risks. We need to implement cybersecurity in our operational procedures at the same level as any other risks in shipping.
So how do you avoid becoming the next victim of a cyber attack? Let's look at some best practices. First of all, it's all about not letting anyone or anything uninvited into your computer systems or other critical systems. Just as you don't let uninvited guests enter your ship's gangway. Now, how do you do that?
Well, start by securing your computer devices, making sure antivirus software, firewalls, and email spam filters are installed and activated. The company procedures require that systems are updated frequently, so familiarize yourself with these procedures and know what your responsibility is. For the ship's operational systems, your company should make sure your suppliers follow their updated routines. For example, old Windows operating systems are too easy to hack. And only company or owner-approved software should be installed. Never install any other software or games on shipboard computers.
When it comes to your personal awareness, always think before you click. Just as you stay vigilant and alert when walking out on deck, you should stay alert when entering your emails. Hackers want you to act first and think later. If the message conveys a sense of urgency or uses high-pressure sales tactics, be skeptical. Never let their urgency influence your careful review. Then, research the facts. Be suspicious of any unsolicited messages. Even if the email looks like it comes from a company you use, do your own research. Check the email address of the sender, and if you're uncertain of the origin, verify by phone and ask your IT department if in doubt. If you're asked to reply to a message with personal information, it may be a scam. Delete any request for financial information or passwords. And please don't fall for invitations that look too good to be true, like "you just won a prize," or "we sent you a gift," or "we need your urgent help." And just like the chief, who reacts to an unfamiliar sound in the machine, you should react to any suspicious cyber activity.
Infiltration by malware via removable or external hardware. There are currently no security patches for this problem, but there are certain things you can do. This includes never insert anything into your system until you can guarantee it's clean. Check it first on an offline computer by running a virus scan. Be aware that some hacker programs can start automatically, and then you might have a problem even before scanning the device. That is why portable media can be dangerous for any PC, even if you don't click on a file. Never let a third-party representative act alone when entering data. Always keep an eye on what's going on and follow your company procedures. Sensitive computers should be equipped with a physical protection and a system with ID card authentication for entering the computer, just like a locked door which you have to physically unlock with the right key.
We recommend using long passwords. It can be a sentence it's easy to remember, ideally with a combination of upper and lower cases, numbers and symbols, and at least 8 characters long. For example, "What's for dinner today?" And don't use the same password every time you're asked to create a new one. And never use the same password for your work and personal accounts. But it's not recommended to update it too frequently, as this may result in a chaos of passwords to remember. If you need to write it down, keep it out of sight. A picture may be taken in good faith, posted on Facebook, and there you go.
Segregated networks on a ship are essential to keep sensitive operational IT and OT separated from more regular communication and personal internet activity. This may be organized in zones, like an onion with layers. A study indicates that at least 30% of all personal computers are infected by some kind of malware, which in turn can spread to other connected devices. So never connect personal items to a sensitive network zone. When guests or service people come on board with their USB sticks or memory cards, etc., to obtain or leave information and documents, the safest approach is to arrange a separate USB upload-download station for this service, avoiding the danger of influencing your equipment. Never tamper with the ship's network systems, even if he has the best intentions.
And be very careful about what you share online. You never know where your data is being picked up and who might exploit your digital footprints. And to avoid being spied on, a simple recommendation is to put tape over the webcam and microphone on computers and handheld devices.
Now what if the damage has already been done? Someone or something unwanted has entered your gangway. You've been hacked, or you have given away sensitive information. Follow your company's procedures to limit the consequences.
Secondly, if you're attacked and asked for a ransom, this needs to be reported to your superiors immediately. It is not recommended paying the money. You will not always get the files back anyway. And by paying, you are encouraging the hackers to continue their business. Again, refer to your company procedures.
We mentioned GPS spoofing earlier, where the navigation system is fooled by false GPS signals. Your procedures should include the system's capabilities. For example, what can go wrong and how to prevent it. And any company should have a backup plan in case of a non-functioning ECDIS in narrow navigation channels.
Now, one thing we have yet to mention. We all make mistakes. It may be clicking the wrong button, pulling out the wrong cable, forgetting to connect a disconnected cable, sharing the ship's coordinates by sharing pictures or snaps from your smartphone, or any other action described in our drill. But if and when an unintended error happens, it must be reported. I'll repeat that. Human errors must always be reported. By reporting, things can be fixed. Acknowledging your human fault is not only appreciated, it is also respected.
After all this, we suspect that next time, if someone targets you or your ship, you will give us a tougher time.
So our last call to you is, ask your company to teach you about the onboard systems and cybersecurity procedures relevant for you and your ship.
Always stay focused on cybersecurity awareness.
The authorities have given ship owners and managers until 2021 to incorporate cyber risk management into ship safety and ship procedures. But do not wait to get your procedures in place. For your own safety, act now. So to summarize, important factors to remember are: think before you click. Research the facts behind emails and their attachments. Make sure external drives and USBs are clean. Be aware when third parties access your systems or data. Protect your passwords. Never connect personal items to the ship critical systems. Never use external Wi-Fi for company emails or downloads unless the network is protected and safe. Learn how backup and restore is done on board your ship. Always report errors and mistakes. Educate yourself on cyber risks and how it affects your ship, your colleagues, and you personally. If you follow these best practices, you should be far better off, but you should also consult your own information security team who best know how your company and ship's systems work. Cybersecurity is just as much a question of culture and mindset as it is technology. GARD and DNV GL hope the maritime industry will establish and follow best practices. We also encourage you to share your knowledge and attitude with colleagues, friends, and family members. Further information and knowledge can be obtained by contacting GARD or DNV GL for the campaign toolkit and for educational seminars.